Alright, hello and welcome to my first recording of a Dragon Maze draft, and we have an interesting pack here. We actually have a Mythic and we have a Rare, both of which are very powerful cards. Maze's End, I'm not going to go that crazy on though. But I don't know what's going on here. Usually one's a foil at the least, but they both seem like they're regular cards, so I'm kind of confused. Maybe this is a bug of some sort. But let me know. Maze's End, yeah, a little bit too much. Power Wild Shaman, though, is recursion and ridiculous. I mean, you don't really have to do anything to make it really, really good, but in an aggro deck, it's just so punishing. It's like a strong creature by itself, strong Blood Rush effect, and then the recursion makes it really grindy and really powerful. Other cards that I really like, Gatekeeper is really good if you have gates, obviously. Sin Collector is probably the second strongest card behind the Shaman, just because it's so powerful by itself. And Blaze Commando, very, very strong if you can build around it, which is particularly easy. I don't think the Commander is going to wheel around, and that's kind of unfortunate because it goes so well in Power Wild Shaman decks, but we'll see what we got. I don't know what's going on. Now we got another double rare going here. And I don't know what a person would take over Xava, who is particularly insane. Honestly, what could they have taken over her? So we took a sweet rare initially, and we're gonna follow it up with another really sweet rare. Yeah, okay, we can do this. Nothing else comes really close. Mob Obsidat's awesome. Plans is solid. Snare Squad is great, but yeah, Xava is just insane. So we'll take that here, and another rare shows up that we're not going to be taking. Punish Enemy is really solid. Boris Guildgate is good because Guildgates are just good. But we're going to just take the Punish Enemy here. It might be a sign that red's open. I really have no idea how. Our first pack was just ridiculous. I don't know why there was two rares in them, a mythic and a rare, and then Xavo just showing up. Yeah, weird. We'll take the Punished Enemy though, and we'll sort by cost. Here we're going to have to start deciding what we want to be doing. We can go all in with the Unleash mechanic with Xava and take the Rakdos Drake, but I feel like that's a bit much. We can take Renounce Guilds, or Mob Obstat, or the Viashino First Blade. I don't really know if we're going to be going into white, though, so maybe we just take the Rakdos Drake because we want to play Xava. Let me just check Renounce the Guild's price. Renounce the Guilds. Okay, it's not really anything. Yeah, it comes down to me. Renounce the Guilds is good. Rakdos Drake, Viashino First Blade. I think I'm just going to take the Rakdos Drake, though. I do want to play Xava, and the other ones didn't really fit my theme so much. Here, though, I think I'm just going to take the Blaze Commando. I think it's a really powerful card, and this might be a signal that Boros is open. So I'll take that here. Yeah, it's much better than Riot Piker or the other stuff that's around. Cost sort. We don't have too much. Morgue Burst is fine. Sunspire Gatekeepers is also fine. We don't want to be stocking up too much on high-end drops, but Morgue Burst is one of the good ones. And there's not much else here that I really want to be taking. I don't really want to run Showstopper and that sort of stuff. Sunspire Gatekeepers is, yeah, not really good without gates. Yeah, I'll just take the Morgue Burst. I don't think I'm going to be running it, though. It doesn't run well with Blaze Commando, however. Here we got a Steeple Rock, another Smelt Ward Gatekeeper, which is also fine. Orzhov Cluestone, which could be decent. Maybe the Cluestone would be more helpful for us, but yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Cluestone. I don't really like the rock too much. It's a 3-1 first strike is okay, but I think I have enough heavy drops. Here we don't have too much either. We have a Notion Thief, and I don't know if that's worth anything. Let me check. Notion Thief. Nope, worth nothing. That was an overhyped card, I think. Yeah, the clue stones could be something if we want to be running stuff. I don't know. I definitely don't want to be running the Maze Rusher. I think it's really weak effect, so I'm just going to take the clue stone. We didn't get too much, but we got a Boros Mastiff, and if we are going Boros, then he's a solid one. So far we're Borzov, which is a nice spot to be in going into Pack 2. Pack 3 is going to be a crapshoot, but we'll see how it goes. Take the Orzhov Cluestone, number 2. That seems the most applicable to us, even though I don't really want to run them. So we have a decent start. I don't see anything particularly open. Boros looked open. Maybe we should have jumped on that a little bit sooner, but we should be fine. Here I'm just going to take Serve and Protect. These Cluestones aren't particularly good, especially when I already have 3 of them. And if we do go into Zorius for whatever reason, then it would be decent. Pilfered Plans, Mutant's Prey. Mutant's Prey would be good if we're in Bug. The Boros Cluestone probably has the most likelihood of actually being run, so I'll just take it here. We have a lot of Cluestones. Hopefully Boros is open. That would be the guild that I'm most looking forward to. Running on the backs of like Blaze Commando and whatnot. Here we're just going to take the Gruul Cluestone. We have a nice supply of Cluestones for some reason, are just everywhere. So we'll just hide the Gruul ones and keep the other ones. Showstopper is another thing I just don't want to be running. And it's a far cry from Destroy Creature. Here we got Breeding Pool, and then a bunch of stuff that we can't really run. I guess the Thrall Parasite is something. It's not really exciting, but it is something. We have a good amount of Simic though. I'm gonna see how much Breeding Pool is. I know I've been doing it a lot, but some of the packs are just not very good for us. So Gate Crash, Breeding Pool. Nah, it's not worth rare drafting. I'm just going to take the Thrall Parasite. It's decent. It's an early drop. It can activate Pedalion. It's Extort, so it has some stuff going for it. Yikes, and then the Sacred Foundry. But then we have some actual good cards, like Daring Skyjack, which I think is going to be the pick here over the Sacred Foundry, which is the only other card. Though the Sacred Foundry is really good mana fixing. I think... Oh, no, not there. Ooh, 3 tickets. Almost there. Sacred Foundry is actually good mana fixing for our deck, so it wouldn't be horrible. But Daring Skyjack is just a very solid card and probably will help us win more often than not. So it makes me sad to pass the Sacred Foundry, but I think it's just better for our deck if we take the Daring Skyjack. Though a little bit close. Yeah. Just take the Skyjack. Okay. So we're rewarded with a Spark Trooper, which is a pretty sweet nod to going Boros. Yeah, pretty easy pick here. Trample, Lifelink, Haste, just basically a 6 damage drain. Doesn't matter if it kills something or just deals 6 damage to the face, it's always good. Very strong with activating Battalion as well. Do we want Treasury Thrall, or do we want Kingpin's Pet, or do we want Bomber Core? All good choices. I think the Kingpin's Pet is the pick here, though. I think we're going Borzov and just running it. Treasury Thrall is also fine, but I don't really like Bomber Core too much. It's okay, but it like picks off a lot of the one toughness dudes, but otherwise it has a lot of trouble actually getting in there, while Kinkin's Pet is always very solid. That's a very strong pack. Basilica Screecher or an Orzhov Charm. It's closer, but I think the Orzhov Charm is a little bit better just because it isn't a removal effect. It hurts you, but it is removal, so that's always good. Though Basilica Screecher is also very powerful for activating Battalion, and we do need more creatures. I think it's fairly close, but I don't know. I think I'm going to go for the Screecher and pass on this, but tell me if I did it wrong. I don't know. Smite's pretty strong. Smite and Death's Approach were pretty strong. Not really sure which is better here. I think Death's Approach is better just because both are situational. Smite requires me blocking though, whereas Death's Approach just says go ahead and attack. But at the same time, Smite is in our most used color though. I don't know, I'll go for the Death's Approach. Madcap Skills is also very powerful. So there's that. I don't know, this is tough. Maybe I'll just take the Madcap Skills. There we go. Be hyper aggro. Here we got two awesome cards, Homing Lightning versus Cartel Aristocrat. Both powerful. I think I'm just going to go with the Homing Lightning though, because I've been passing a lot of removal spells too so far, and Homing Lightning does the trick very well. Cartel Aristocrat is usually just a bear, but has some tricks and good with Battalion and whatnot, but I'm going to take the Homing Lightning here. So I think we're in the right colors, for sure. Assault Griffin or some mana fixing, I think. Ugh, I want to take the Boros Guildgate so much. I think we do need the mana fixing. The creature is really strong. A 3/2 for 4 is pretty good. But I think we need the mana fixing at this point. I'm not really sure. Oh, we do need more creatures though. I'm gonna take the Guildgate. Yeah. I need fixing. I don't know if that was right or not, but we'll see. I'll take the Beckoner Apparition, because maybe. Who knows? Boros Key-Rune is better than the Cluestone, probably. And not much here. Fierce Resistance is basically a Smite. It's not as good, but it can do the trick if needed. We're going against an aggro deck. Predator's Rapport, why not? And sure, Mark for Death. Okay, that pack wasn't amazing. I think we probably should have taken the Assault Griffin. I don't know. I'm always iffy about Guildgates and stuff. But so far it's been okay. I'm probably going to hide Boros Cluestone or something. I'm not going to run all these Cluestones. I hopefully just run the Key-Rune or something and that's it. But we shall see. Don't know how the last pack's going to be working for us. Okay, we got some stuff that doesn't really appeal to us. Ooh, we got a Stab Wound. Yeah, never mind. Live Skynet's the best card. I really like Knightly Valor as well. And for us, it's just Stab Wound or Spawn, and Stab Wound is just really, really powerful, so we'll go for it here. Not as strong in our deck as we are trying to be more aggro, but it's always removal in a pinch or better than that sometimes. And the Spawn could potentially wheel, so take the Stab Wound. And then here we don't have... Ooh, we have an Annihilating Fire. Never mind. Good stuff. It's at our Dead Reveler. We probably shouldn't be going for so many double red stuff, but it's really powerful, and Dead Reveler is good, but maybe it will wheel. So far, white seems to be our splash. Unfortunate that we have like early plays that are the white sources, but whatevs. We should be doing fine. Ooh, early play Rakdos Cackler versus Grim Rustabat. I'll take the one drop. Yep. Things are looking out pretty well for us. Sala might be very powerful here if we pick up more Unleashed dudes. That could have been a reason to take the Dead Reveler over the Nightling Fire, other than the fact that it's easier to cast, but I don't know. Uvara Hellkite. A bit ambitious, I would say. Is that our Lobber Crew? And let's cost sort. Like, I would love to run an 8-drop, but I just don't see that as being feasible. Whereas the Lobber Crew is just always solid. It's not going to proc too much off our deck, but it's still, yeah, it's good. So I'll just take that here. I was happy running a Lobber Crew. Ooh, a Street Spasm, which is going to be kind of difficult to overload. Or another Rakdos Cackler, which is really good as well. Really depends how much removal we need. I mean, I really like the aggro bend of Rakdos Cackler. And I like how it goes with Exava and everything. But I don't think I can give up Street Spasm. So I'm just going to take that here. And we got a Spawn of Rixmati. I like that, so I'm going to go for it. At this point we can start hiding some stuff. Probably not Beckon Apparition. Probably going to cut like a Orzhov Bluestone. Not both though, but one. Spider Thug's always fine. Centaur Herald's the best card, but Spider Thug is always fine. Even just defensively, 2/2 first strike is pretty good. We could have had a pretty solid aggro deck, I think, but I feel like just taking all the removal spells over like the Unleashed dudes is just a safer bet in general. I think we're kind of mid-rangey at this point. Magus is cute, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. I don't think I'm going to be using any of this stuff. So I'm just going to take the rare. Another Spawn of Rixmati. He's really strong, so that's a maybe. Probably take it over Morgue Burst. Swift Justice is a fine combat trick, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take another Spawn. And Launch Party? Does that work with this? No, it doesn't deal damage. Maybe Avenging Arrow. Well, I'll take the Launch Party. Might make it. And here we got Nada, so we'll take maybe the Stealer of Secrets. And Treasure Find, why not? Chemistry Trick is pretty good. Kind of a late pick for that. Alright, so we have a pretty decent deck, I think. Let's see how we bring it all together. I think this is how the deck looks like. It's kind of unfortunate that it ended up being tricolor. Maybe I should have tried to push harder to just go Rakdos. I didn't really notice how my land distribution was really working out, or color distribution was really working out while I was drafting. Something I should have kept note of. So my mana base is going to be a little bit wonky. I don't know what I took, like, these things over some other Rakdos cards though, so I don't know. But these are going to be fine splashes. Spark Trooper and Blaze Commando, I feel, are gonna really do some work. We can still have more Burst, and that's going to work well with Blaze Commando, but I don't know. Might be a bit too much high-end stuff. So, got these things as our curve. Falling Fire, Launch Party. So our curve's fine, I think. We've got one mana source that will help things. We could add more clue stones, but I don't really think that's going to be necessary. I'm going to throw in the Boros Gilgate and sort by color. So these are red blacks. Consider this the white pile. So we got a good amount of whites. We're going to probably need... how many sources for this? We're going to need mostly red, then black, then I would say like 4 white sources. We got 2 here. And we need them fairly soon too, so maybe even 5. Let's see what they suggest. That actually is kind of what I was thinking, yeah. This could be considered red. These 2 are blacks. These 3 are blacks, rather. We need more than that. These are both red. So we have 10 red sources. We got 5 black sources, and we got 5 white sources. But we do need double red for some of them, so that's pretty important. We may need to go down to 4 white sources to run all those, and then 6 swamps. Seems more consistent. The white might be a problem though. I'm thinking maybe I should be cutting like Boros Mastiff or Daring Skyjack and just like throw in a Morg Burst or something, because that could be problematic. I mean, they're fine creatures and everything, but I don't see myself playing the Boros Mastiff on time or the Daring Skyjack on time. So maybe I should just cut them for more consistency's sake. Maybe Boros Mastiff. I think I like this Daring Skyjack a bit more. And I don't know, it's a good blocker and everything. Actually, I'm gonna go 5 black sources, 5 plains sources, and see maybe that works. No, it has to be like this. I'm gonna be taking out the Boros Mastiff. I'm gonna add. Do need more mana fixing, so maybe I just add another clue stone. And the black one? Black or white? Add the Boros one. Okay. That should work out. Maybe I'll need the Boros Mastiff, I'll see. So add it like so. 1, 2, 3 mana fixers. Should be okay. Might need the Boros Mastiff back though. Yeah, let's see how it goes.